Measure 72. 72, everybody. Hold on. Just double check I have this right. Yeah, 72. Downbeat is 72.
Remember, you can also just say, right at the molto moderato 3/4 key change.
Okay. Ready? Can we go back to the beginning, and can we think about letting the trumpet solo come out? And so I was doing this to you guys, so make sure you get your eyes up, because I want to be able to hear Colin, because he's got a pretty cool part. Can we actually hear Colin's solo? Would you play that for us? I'll conduct you, starting at 76, okay? So, 1.
Do you want pickups?
Pickups, yes please. Make sure to back off when he comes in. we start at mezzo piano, and that's to make sure that we can hear the trumpet. And then when we get to 82, we're going to crescendo. 83, a measure after 82, we're going to crescendo up to, well, just a little crescendo, up to mezzo piano. Cool. And just we're going to do a little bit of like waves back and forth between crescendo and decrescendo. So can we try that? Because then we get to 92 and we're going to really crescendo into the downbeat. Sound good? So just think about dynamics, focus really hard, and just watch me for dynamic changes. Dynamic changes. So start at 72. And if you're resting, can you still do 8 notes? I think we're struggling just a little bit. So focus on those 8 notes. Ready?
All right, we're going to stop right there for just a second. All right, how do you feel like it's going?
Not good.
Why?
I just don't feel like I'm focused. I don't know where to chunk with this.
You don't know where to what?
How to chunk it because it's so intertwined.
Ah, okay. All right, everybody grab your score. So, I think there's an introduction that could be dealt with completely separately, right? So 4 measures. The first 4 measures is 1 chunk. And then you start with the pickup to the trumpet solo. All right, so where does the first, everybody look at this. Where does the first phrase kind of end, or where's the first logical place to kind of chunk in your mind? There are several right answers.
After the introduction?
After the introduction, yeah. So we have the introduction, and then pick up to 76 is the start of our first other chunk. What do we think?
Say 76 to 82.
Yeah, I would go to 82, because then at 82 we have a different thing that happens. The woodwinds become melodic instead of accompanimental, right? So that's different. The horn part stays fairly similar. The cornet solo is still going on. So that would be kind of a big pillar spot. And if you wanted to stretch it a little longer, which I wouldn't do probably with eighth graders or younger, you could probably go to where? Where's the next spot? 89. Yep. So a lot of times those boxes, rehearsal boxes, are pretty helpful with like phrasing. So kind of keep that in mind. All right. So what else do you feel like?
I just feel like I'm not helping like with style. Like my conducting, I still don't know where the time changes are.
Okay.
Well enough to like not focus on you guys.
Okay. So that's something you have to be better at that then. I mean, there's nothing we can do to help you there. Okay. What else? Don't know. Okay. ensemble. What do you got? Some comments for Presley? Nobody? Katie?
I like the idea of the dynamic map that you did, like walking us through it, but some of us have a lot more dynamics in there than what you said, so like, oh, I had to make a friends with you, and I was like, I don't have to say, no, I had to skip ahead of 10 lectures. So I would look at maybe like talking to specific groups of instruments based on their part.
Anyone else? I think you can, I like to rehearse accompaniment without solo, almost always, fairly early on in the process. So I would have probably said, okay, let's go at 76. And you can start at 76. You seem to want to start at 72 every time, and I'm not sure why. So you can start at 76 and just say, everyone except the trumpet solo. And Colin, I want you to think about how your part fits with this accompaniment part. So you're going to finger along and kind of hear your part in your head. And that way you can hear the accompaniment, and it makes it easier to adjust balance when that's not playing, right? So I think you could have kind of done that as well. What style do you feel like you're conducting?
I want to conduct legato, but I think I'm hitting the beats too hard.
You are. Yep. So everybody, legato. Remember? This is something that we all were not happy, like it was hard for the whole class pretty much. Make sure that you're still doing your exercises. If you've got a legato passage, make sure you practice conducting your figure eights and kind of get your muscle memory happening, right? So conducting doesn't matter unless it's in the way or unless it's showing something wrong, right? It's almost better in a way to go, and just shape the sound in some ways than to give too much like accent. Otherwise, you're not going to like the sound you're getting. Now, we're nice people, so we're not actually playing what you're giving us in terms of style, but I don't know what your middle school kids would do with that, something like that, okay? All right, so we're going to keep working on that. Any other comments for Presley? No? These are quiet. Okay. All right, thank you, Presley. All right, let me, oh, good, we have 2 minutes. So big takeaways from today. Practice, everybody, practice coming in and out, right? So if you have a pickup, you have to practice with the passive gesture. Bottom, all 3 of you that went today need more energy in your face. It's really hard to figure out when to start by this. Or this. I'm not going to come in. You have to be like, ready. You were ready, weren't you? You would have played. And I didn't even move. It's all about this and kind of keeping this energy excited. So this is not going to work, especially with 6th, 7th, 8th graders, 9th graders. It's not going to work. You're going to lose them, and you're going to not like it, especially if there are 3 times as many as there are in here, which there hopefully will be in your real band. Okay? Got it? So Monday next week, we start where we left off. The next 3 people go. Who's going next week on Monday? 1, 2. There might be one more. I'll have to look. It might have been Brandon. We'll see. I'm not sure. Okay, cool. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, people, for being here. We appreciate it.
Is it gonna be the same room?
It'll be in here. Yep, in here. I'll bring donuts on the last one. You can, if you can. Yeah, I don't have another copy of it though, so please don't lose it. Yeah. Come on now, girls.
So much time.
Hey, kid. What's up?
Yeah, I like a lot of our recipes.
Did you see Miss Sydney's hair? She has beautiful red hair like you, Molly. Hers is a little redder than yours. Although, let's show her this streak in the back. Check this out. This is awesome. She's got one little streak back here where it's like really red. See that?
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
It's like the bottom of mine's blonde.
Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool?
Like opposites.
Yeah, fun.
Like Anna from
We got new puppies. Yep, we did. Anyone that's friends with me on Facebook has probably seen it.